The fracking industry showed up at my doorstep in 2008 and offered us $100,000 for our 20 acres to do this thing that nobody had ever heard of, called fracking. They were going all over the entire area in the Delaware River Basin, which is where the Delaware River is. It's a watershed for 16 million people in New York City and southern New Jersey and Philadelphia. Sound familiar? The oil industry was not just contaminating people's water. It was not just polluting people's air. It was not just creating a health crisis for them and their children and destroying their soil and destroying their lands, but that their entire business model was based on a lie. That their entire business model was based on putting one over on everyone in their path. Something new to us, but it wasn't new to people like in Nigeria or in the Amazon, and that we were now being treated in the United States the way they had treated for centuries, or more than a century, people in the third world, and that their policies were abusive, brutalizing, racist, and inhuman. When we say no, and we organize, and we put our bodies on the line, we win. And when we stand up for each other, we win. The things that you're telling us about the arrests are mind-boggling.
My name is Florrie Swipewell. I was given the number 151, arrested last Thursday. Was put in dog kennels, was bussed out. Our people were met with full force military. Our elders were thrown, were handcuffed behind their backs, very tight zip ties. Our ceremonial bundles were laying on the ground. People were in Inipi and Sweat Lodge, and it's like being in church for you guys, and pulled out and thrown on the ground. And these aren't criminals. None of us are criminals. Just like you, your mothers and your grandmothers and your parents, and you're thinking about the future of your future, of your children and your grandchildren, the people that you haven't even met yet, but you love. And you want the best for them, because that's your job as mothers. We have a divine right to protect our children. And what's going on is wrong. And we have every right to be where we're at right now. It's taken this for the world to start realizing what's happening. And if we have to bear the brunt of that, then we will, because it's worth it. Our children's lives and our children's futures are worth it.
Every single one of us is going to have to dare to think we are capable, that we are qualified, that we have valuable perspective and experience to put ourselves up there, to put ourselves out there, and to put ourselves on the line however, whenever, and wherever you can.
The state of North Dakota is at war. The illegitimate government of North Dakota at war with the sovereign nation of Standing Rock. We're like witnessing the last 400 years play itself out again right now. It's on every one of us to stand up and say, this is insane. This is not who we are as Americans.
My new name is number 4838. I was arrested on Thursday and given that number from the Morton County Sheriff's Department on my arm before they put us in dog kennels. This is the type of thing that's going on here in America today when you're trying to protect the water of life. I came here mostly just to show my support for the people of Iowa that are here fighting the same fight that we are, and stand in solidarity with each one of you, and just let you know that you're not alone, and the rest of the people of the world that are awakening now see what you're doing here and believe in the fight and the struggle that we're all in together. The climate is changing. The Native American people, we've been watching this for decades now, the signs that have been showing themselves. Maybe we're in separate territories, but we're all in the same fight and the same struggle together.
If you're not standing up right now and standing with Standing Rock, then you're on the side of the oil companies, and you're on the wrong side of history. We can beat the fossil fuel industry in our own backyard, but we can still lose everything to climate change. This government wants to transition us to frack gas instead of to renewable energy, and that cannot stand. If you stop the pipeline here, it won't matter what they do there. You are the last line of defense here. You understand? We have to fight this from North Dakota to Iowa to Illinois, all across the United States. So don't think that you're not important